Hi, I did the 2014 free response question 1. There's only 2 parts to it. Part A uses a method called Scramble word, which is asking you to scramble a given string with the letter A in it. Here, the string to be returned is initialized, and the position in the string is also initialized, and you use I for that. This keeps us in the string the whole time, and if not, then we exit the while loop. Right here, we are declaring the first letter. So if I had the first letter is the position that you're currently at to the next position, and each time you go through, I will be ++ in order for you to progress along the string. And for right now, because we don't know if the string is 1 letter long yet, letter 2 must be an empty string. Here's where we check if it's 1 letter long, and if it is not, then we can proceed. And letter 2 is the letter directly after letter 1, which, as you can see, is I and I plus 1, and then letter 2 is I plus 1, I plus 2. This if statement here is checking for A, and then it's making sure that the letter directly next to it is not A, as well as it is not an empty string, or it is not 1 letter long, which is kind of redundant because this sort of does the same thing as this. And then here, if we find A and the next letter isn't A, then we are switching the letters, and then we are ++ing I by 2 so that we can skip the letters that we just swapped. Otherwise, it stays the same. We're just ++ing I normally. As we iterate through this, once we reach the end, the word.length, then we return the string scrambled, which should have any A's swapped with the adjacent letter, unless it was at the end or it was a 1 letter string. Moving on to part B. This method is called scramble or remove. So it starts out by doing the same thing that the first method does, and you can see scramble word, it's implemented here, and we'll be using it. So we start out here by declaring I, which will be the position within the string. This keeps us in the loop while we're still in the string. Here you can see that we're just reusing the same method that we just wrote out to not make a burden on ourselves. This if statement here is making sure that the word is scrambled, and using the same switch A method that was used before. And down here, if it is not scrambled, then it is removed from the list. So anything that doesn't have an A in it, or has an A last, or is only one letter long is removed from the list right away. And that is both parts to question 1, and that is it. Thank you.